Everyone thought he was just some lonely, introverted scumbag with no future. But my man became the strongest demon hunter in this world after forging a pact with his new demon girlfriend, who loves to stalk this dude at night, sneaking into his room to secretly steal all his power. The demon girl named Kaisera is said to become the greatest demon warrior in her world if she can keep this naive loser by her side for as long as she can, so she can rank up insanely fast, overtaking all the other demons from her race known as the demon hazards. But the only way to take more power is by having romantic interactions. Our main protagonist, Shu, is a pathetic low-life brokey who just resigned from the exorcism company a few months ago and went along to find his own path, striving to be the next best bounty hunter who kills demon hazards for money. But he still hasn't done shit for 3 months. As a result, he's now penniless and lives a pretty pointless life and is always starving to death. He lives in a society which is full of these demonic creatures known as demon hazards, who are controlled by the government, and when he was much younger, his entire family was massacred by the demon hazards who went into the hood. He tried getting compensation from them, but the government told his peasant ass to f*** off, and then covered it up by saying it was an experimental accident, to get the support back from the people. After that, his only goal now is to become a demon hunter for revenge. But this dude fights like he's some kind of an avenger and doesn't care for the destruction which is left behind, as long as he kills as many demons as possible. But due to his reckless style of fighting, he always gets penalties for this, which is why all his money keeps getting deducted from his account. Luckily, bro knows a purple-haired chick named Ayano, who he probably smashed before, but she is still madly in love with him for literally no reason and always offers to feed his broke ass as she knows he hasn't got a dime. Shu literally gulps it all down like a dog. Concerned, she asks him if he's been eating properly at home, and he tells her that this is the first time he's eaten in 3 days. Ayano, probably feeling like she's in a bad soap opera, tells Shu to stop living in the past and come back to the exorcism company. But Shu, the ever so much drama king, insists he's the master of his own fate. After he thanks her for the meal and is about to leave, of course after inhaling everything on the plate like a vacuum cleaner on steroids. While he's about to leave, she stops him and asks if she can contact him next time for him to repay the favor for lunch. But he said it might be hard to get a hold of him because his phone bill is too high and has been forgotten about like a lonely, neglected stepchild. When Shu makes it back home, he's greeted by the beautiful Kaisera, who is another demon hazard, but she's in a bonded contract with Shu. She spooked him as she pops out from the dark corner of the room, just like a character straight out of The Eminence in Shadow. This totally freaks him out. Then Kaisera lights a candle and shows Shu that she has prepared food at the dinner table. She whipped up some nasty raw vegetables that would make a Pokemon trainer's diet look gourmet. However, Kaisera is heartbroken when she finds out that Shu has already eaten out, and also smells another woman's scent on Shu. But Shu quickly denies this and told the demon he was out in the city today near a lot of different people, quickly saving his ex-girlfriend Ayano from the demon girl's revengeful nature. To prevent Kaisera from complaining further, Shu decides to start munching down the disgusting veggie meal she prepared. After that, Shu apologizes to Kaisera for making her cook all alone in the dark, and that he can't afford to pay the bills right now. But she tells him not to worry, as she just used the last of her savings to pay his bills and the rest of her money should cover their living expenses for the rest of the month. However, just then a delivery suddenly arrives for Shu, revealing he had ordered the latest iPhone, knowing full well that his broke couldn't afford it. As a result, he uses the rest of Kaisera's savings to pay for the delivery, making the two of them the most broke bonded contract couple of all eternity. Feeling utterly defeated, Kaisera melodramatically starts breaking down crying on the bed later at night. But even so, no matter what Shu does, Kaisera is still madly infatuated by Shu, and even takes random pictures of him at night. While getting ready for bed, Kaisera declares that they should just end this contract right now, as they are too poor to live. But Shu assures that he's going to make money through his next bounty auction soon, but this bitch blue balls him and said that he will be a loser forever if he doesn't get the job. After hearing this, Shu opens up his new iPhone 16 and enters into the virtual universe where a meeting is being held by the organization and joined by many others, like Mr. Fatty, Miss Lolly Waifu, and the receding Baldy. These people belong to different companies who deal with demonic hazards who are on the loose in return for money, basically making them demon pimps. It turns out that these hazards occasionally reap havoc on the city, killing innocent humans. Not too long ago, a C-rank demon was found inside of a casino, and the security couldn't handle the situation and the demon destroyed their businesses. Now many exorcism companies are bidding on the case to eliminate the demon. The company willing to deal with the sea-level demon for the least amount of money will get the job. And surprise, surprise, Shu wins the auction as he placed over 50% less than all the others, securing the mission for himself. I wonder where he got the money for the auction. Oh yeah, as it turns out, he asked Kaizura once again. The other bidders get extremely pissed off at Shu, calling him an idiot for taking the job, because he himself is known as a D rank himself. They all angrily agree with each other, and think Shu won't be able to kill a demon as he's such a weak loser, and after they all leave. After, Shu goes back home, and here he calls up his old company, which is owned by his ex-girlfriend, Ayano's mother. He strongly insists they should form a team to help him defeat the sea-level demon. After, the squad rolls up to the casino, and the demon is pretty chill and doesn't know they're there. JK lol, this demon is absolutely f***ing pissed. Bursting open the door right as Teddy got there. As soon as they arrive, the demon slaying commences. It looks like Shu and his crew have the upper hand, eliminating all the little demon minions. But then the main sea-level demon Hazard appears and keeps on summoning more little demons, making it harder to approach him. Right then, Shu signals Ayano to act as a diversion while he sneaks up behind the Hazard. Ayano and the crew start to lay down heavy fire at the demon Hazard, causing it to start a magical attack against her, putting up an indestructible barrier. So Ayano keeps firing back but to no gain. After, Shu manages to get to its blind spot, firing a shot directly through it, but the demon regenerates in a few milliseconds and tries attacking Shu, who runs for dear life. Just when things seem to be all over, Kisara makes an epic heroic entrance, saving this pathetic man-child. However, due to her using her power, Kisara's strength is running low, leaving her unable to finish the job and defeating the demon. After she tells Shu that in order to regenerate her power, they must perform a romantic ritual which she has been waiting for over 3 months. After he gladly kisses Kisara, recharging all her powers like in a scene out of Sailor Moon. Now her power is at least equivalent to that of an A-level demon, so a B-level demon is totally no match for her. Kisara gets energized and begins to decimate the demons easily alongside Ayano. She even finds enough time to get into a heated quarrel with her. She accuses Ayano of trying to steal Shu away, reminiscent of every love triangle ever in Toradora. Despite the bickering, they manage to finish off the lesser demons in a flurry of power and sass. Shu has to step in, channeling his inner mediator like the protagonist of a Fruits Basket episode, to stop the spat. Kisara just channels her anger toward him and demands proof of their contract by asking for the spare key to his apartment. Shu hesitates to give her since she can walk through the walls as she pleases, but she throws a tantrum, so he hands it over to her. Beaming with excitement, Kisara goes after the main demon with Shu as her sidekick. It's an Edward and Alphonse duo thing until Shu delivers the climatic finishing blow, completely obliterating the demon. However, the battle's impact is so intense that the hotel starts to collapse around them, in a scene reminiscent of Attack on Titan. As the building begins to fall apart, everyone, including Shu and Ayano, scrambles to safety. Kisara heroically smashes through some of the collapsing blocks like All Might to prevent further destruction, proving her mettle yet again. When the dust settles, the day is saved, the demons are vanquished, and the drama is just getting started. After being handed a spare key from Shu, Kisara can't resist the temptation to sneak into his room. Like a ninja in the night, she tiptoes in, only to find him snoring like Luffy after a big fight. With a mischievous glint in her eye, she decides to strip, not for the reasons you might think, but to snap a cheeky tweet announcing their cohabitation. In the morning, Shu suggests he'll use the invoice money for expenditure, but Kisara tells him the government will deliver the said money after the following month, which made Shu very surprised. Kisara, however, is so infatuated with Shu that she tells him not to worry because they'll be able to cover their expenses by doing part-time jobs. Moreover, her resolve is so firm that she tells him that she's ready to survive by eating bean sprouts all the way to the end of month. Still, Shu is a shameless degenerate, so he and Kisara continue living their poor life. Meanwhile, in the human world, only a select few are aware of the existence of demons, so Kisara often disguises herself as a high school student to blend in. At the metro station, she looks up some stuff on the internet and calls herself a secret girlfriend who gets a side job for money. Her friends show up and they begin suspecting whether her boyfriend uses physical violence after seeing some bandages wounded across her hands, but she refuses it. Afterwards, Kisara encounters a charming young man named Mikhail, who happens to be a senior at her school and the son of the mayor. Jumping into the conversation, Mikhail says she should break up with her boyfriend. The truth is that he has taken an interest in Kisara, but his personality is quite similar to a narcissistic and annoying self-obsessed boy. To her surprise, lost in his own world, Mikhail invites her to the 25th anniversary party of the city government of Bayron City. He even offers to pick her up from her home and prepare a custom-made tailored suit. However, Kisara brushes off the invitation and continues on her way to school. On their way, Kisara wonders why, despite being handsome and rich, Mikhail fails to attract any girls in his school. At this moment, her friend drops a truth bomb and says anyone who talks to him for 30 seconds would know. Meanwhile, after Shu realizes that the deposit he had been counting on is still a long way off, he pleads with Ayano to help persuade her mother to assign him some cases. Seeing her sweating in gym clothes almost causes Shu's Excalibur to unsheath, but he manages to control himself and focus on the main matter. On the other hand, Ayano, unable to resist Shu's charm, reluctantly agrees to assist him. However, her mood quickly sours when she stumbles upon a photo on social media depicting Kisara and Shu together, leading her to feel upset and betrayed. As tensions simmer and emotions run high, a new crisis emerges in the city. Reports indicate that Yohisto Kashima, an 8th-year college student at Beiran Institute of Technology, was possessed by a demon. Furthermore, he is plotting to assassinate the mayor during the upcoming party hosted by Mikhail's father. Therefore, the mayor's 2 daughters, Shenhua and Linhua, reach out to the police while also searching for an exorcism company to handle security at the party. Despite her anger, Ayano still assists Shu in securing the security case. As the mayor takes the stage to deliver his speech, the demon-possessed college student lurks behind him, poised to carry out his assassination attempt in a bid to overthrow the regime. However, Kisara intervenes just in time, thwarting his deadly intentions. Faced with Kisara's formidable presence, the college student unleashes his demonic powers and swiftly navigates through the buildings in an attempt to evade capture. Despite his agility, he finds himself cornered by Kisara and Shu, both determined to apprehend him and put an end to his rampage. As Shu receives a call from Akino, they learn that the possessed student still retains his human consciousness, prompting them to consider capturing him alive for research purposes. However, Shu lacks the necessary equipment for this task and realizes he must make a purchase promptly. Kisara is reluctant due to the hefty price tag of $3,000, which is equivalent to their entire day's salary. With the enemy on the verge of escape, Shu must act swiftly. He resorts to sweet-talking Kisara to persuade her, ultimately managing to secure the purchase of the equipment. As the van arrives to deliver the equipment, it accidentally knocks down the enemy, rendering the need for the equipment unnecessary. With the situation resolved, Shu reflects on a traumatic event from his past involving the death of his parents and the subsequent cover-up by the AA Defender Company. However, amidst these troubling memories, Shu experiences a moment of joy upon discovering 50 cents in his pocket. In a chilling flashback, a young girl navigates a dark cave, seeking her brother. Tragically, she is impaled by a spear as she rushes towards him, her life cut short in a cruel twist of fate. As Shu awakens from this haunting nightmare, it becomes clear that the girl was his own sister. In the present, amidst the turmoil of his own memories, the hunt is on for a spy who has stolen the Orgonium core, a powerful energy source capable of powering the entire city for a week. This theft sets off a frantic pursuit as authorities race against time to recover the stolen core before it falls into the wrong hands. As the guards close in on the spy, desperation sets in, and the spy resorts to signing a demon contract with a mysterious figure over the phone. Meanwhile, at Shu's apartment, Kisara shares alarming news of a widespread power outage in downtown Beiran City, disrupting transportation and daily life. However, Shu reveals a secret envelope, indicating that there's more urgent matters at hand than Kisara's school attendance. Elsewhere, the spy undergoes a horrifying transformation, morphing into a grotesque B-level demon resembling an ugly caterpillar. Masaki Ashiya, the chief of the Anti-Demon Bureau, informs the mayor and his daughters that Hayato Atsumi is the name of the spy who has been affiliated with the Beiran Scientific Lab North Plant. Meanwhile, Shenhua, one of the deputy mayors of the city who assists her father in domestic affairs, explains that the Beiran city was built with the objective of mining and researching orgonium, a next-generation enemy resource. State-of-the-art orgonium-related technology created in this city is an important secret that is desperately sought by other countries. On the flip side, Shu discovers the presence of a B-level demon in the city and arranges another meeting with his ex-girlfriend, Ayano, seeking her assistance with the case. It appears that Shu is deeply dedicated to demon extermination. Unfortunately, Ayano misunderstands his intentions, assuming he wants to go on a date with her. She dresses up and eagerly meets him, only to realize that Shu is exploiting her for a job opportunity. As he becomes aware of the bureaucrats' concern regarding the demons, he implores Ayano to help him secure the position. emphasizing his urgent need for information to fulfill his personal mission. Despite her sobriety and intelligence, Ayano succumbs to Shu's persuasive charm and agrees to help him secure the contract, even though she stands to gain nothing personally. However, their plans hit a snag when the mayor unexpectedly alters the strategy from exterminating the caterpillar demon to capturing it alive. This sudden shift is motivated by the revelation that the orgonium core, crucial for powering the city, is contained within the demon's body. In a surprising turn of events, the case is awarded to a more prominent exorcism company, which happens to be owned by Ayano's mother. Meanwhile, Detective Morgan delves into the background of Shu and Kisara. It's revealed that Morgan had temporarily adopted Shu during his childhood following a tragic accident that claimed the lives of Shu's family, leaving him as the sole survivor. During a conversation with another police officer, further details emerge, unveiling Shu as the sole demon summoner within the city limits. It's disclosed that he entered into a pact with Kisara, an level demon. Kisara has played a crucial role in eliminating formidable demons on numerous occasions, compensating for the city police's lack of heavy weaponry to combat such threats, a restriction imposed by a treaty agreed upon by multiple nations. Due to concerns from other nations regarding the city's exclusive possession of the orgonium core resource, they fear it could lead to the city becoming a dominant global power. Consequently, local law enforcement can only depend on level demons to confront demon incursions. Meanwhile, Aquino initiates a plan to capture the caterpillar demon, deploying a freezing missile in an attempt to immobilize it. However, the caterpillar undergoes a rapid evolution, transforming into a formidable butterfly with heightened combat capabilities. The ensuing chaos caused by the demon's onslaught results in widespread destruction, with Ayano finding herself caught in the midst of the battle, enduring a fierce beating as she desperately tries to evade the creature's attacks. Realizing that capturing the demon alive is no longer feasible, Aquino swiftly adjusts her strategy, tasking Shu and Kisara with eliminating the creature. During their conversation, a surprising revelation comes to light. Kisara derives power by absorbing memories from Shu. Seeking to bolster her strength, Shu implores Kisara to absorb a poignant memory from 3 years ago, depicting his past romance with Ayano. As they share a passionate kiss, a brilliant beam of light emanates from them. Meanwhile, Ayano finds herself in imminent danger as a massive stone hurtles toward her, but Kisara intervenes just in time to save her. With Kisara employing a diverse array of attacks, the formidable butterfly demon is left with no opportunity to retaliate. In a moment of clarity amidst his exhaustion, Shu recalls the battle strategy he and Kisara had agreed upon. With precision, he retrieves his sniper rifle and sets his sights on the colossal butterfly. Sensing the opportune moment, Kisara skillfully cleaves through the creature's armor, exposing its vulnerable heart. Seizing the chance, Shu delivers a decisive shot, effectively obliterating the creature. As the dust settles, the attention shifts to Tetsuya Mikami, Officer Morgan's partner, who ponders the sacrifices made by those possessed by demons. He expresses a keen interest in Shu, speculating on what he might have sacrificed to become the most formidable demon exterminator. Following the skirmish with the Michael Jackson-looking cowboy demon, Ayano and her squad survey the aftermath, bodies strewn about the scene. Amidst the chaos, Ayano's memory is jogged when she recognizes the man possessed by the demon. She recalls a previous encounter where she had seen him before, accompanied by a yellow-haired individual. As she pieces together the details, she realizes that there may be more to this situation than meets the eye. In the wake of the recent demon encounter, Ayano seeks out her friend Linhua, one of the mayor's daughters, for assistance. Despite their differing backgrounds, the two share a genuine bond of friendship. Ayano confides in Linhua, sharing her suspicions about the man possessed by the demon and her belief that he may have been coerced into his current state. With a sense of urgency, Ayano requests Linhua's help in verifying her suspicions. She implores her friend to dispatch someone from the police department to investigate the matter further. Linhua, understanding the gravity of the situation, agrees to lend her support, promising to take swift action to address Ayano's concerns. Meanwhile, the repercussions of the failed attempt to retrieve the orgonium core reverberate throughout the city. The loss of this vital resource results in widespread power outages, plunging entire neighborhoods into darkness. Among those affected are the residents of the slum where Shu and Kisara reside, highlighting the far-reaching consequences of the recent demon activity. Amidst the challenges they face in obtaining their reward, Shu and Kisara find solace in each other's company, even amidst the darkness of their surroundings. Despite their difficult circumstances, Kisara's unwavering devotion to Shu shines through, her obsession with him transcending the hardships they endure. In a spontaneous moment, she captures a snapshot of their humble candlelit dinner and shares it on social media, a testament to her undying affection for Shu. Meanwhile, Ayano seizes an opportunity presented by Linhua's inebriation to enlist her friend's help, suggesting a potential retaliatory strike. As Morgan steps out to address the commotion caused by Maria Tissi, Ross's purported significant other, Mikami grudgingly follows suit to deal with the situation. With this clue, the police set it as a revenge case between organizations and suspend the investigation of the yellow-haired man. But Ayano and Shu do not think so. Shu recalls that about a month ago, when he and Ayano were on a date at a restaurant, he saw the college student, who tried to assassinate the mayor, seem to have a meet with the yellow-haired man. Shu tells Ayano that he wants to join to track down the man who lures humans to sign contracts with demons. But Ayano rejects his request. Shu, feeling remorseful, rushes to apologize to Ayano, but his attempt only serves to ignite her anger. Reminded of a past incident when Shu failed to return for a birthday celebration she had meticulously arranged, Ayano confronts him, questioning whether he even remembers that painful night. Shu's silence in response to her inquiry is enough for Ayano to understand, and with tears in her eyes, she departs, leaving Shu to ponder his past mistakes. The following morning, Shu attempts to apologize once again, just as he did before. Ayano recalls that on that day, Shu was tracking down the demon-possessed human. However, she is displeased by what she perceives as Shu's insincere apology to manipulate the situation. Unable to contain her emotions, Ayano sheds tears and walks away, feeling that Shu has forgotten the significance of their past. Later, Kisara discovers Ayano crying alone in a corner and listens as Ayano recounts the memory that had stirred her emotions. Kisara confesses that her way to gain power is to absorb the memories of Shu. So Shu's memories are all in her mind now. In order to find the demon that killed his parents, Shu is willing to sacrifice all this. Both Ayano and Kisara love Shu, but they have different ways to express their love. Because Ayano does not want Shu to be in danger, she chooses to investigate alone while Kisara is completely on Shu's side to support him, and is willing to follow his words to help him achieve his goal. While the police wait for the mayor's orders, Shu receives a letter summoning him to the headquarters of a South American criminal organization. Upon arrival, he discovers a demon wreaking havoc inside. Ignoring the police's caution, Shu boldly enters the headquarters alone, confronting the rampaging female demon. Shu engages in a fierce battle with the demon, but despite his efforts, the demon effortlessly dodges his attacks and manages to escape. Mikami and his team join the investigation, and they receive information from one of the gangsters that the female demon is Maria, Ross's girlfriend. This revelation suggests that the case may not be a mere revenge between gangs, but rather Maria's personal vendetta. However, just as the investigation intensifies, a dreadful event unfolds. The escaped demon locates Ayano as she walks home alone. The female demon, going berserk, beats Ayano fiercely hard, and Ayano feels useless since she can't strike back without her equipment. However, her luck proves to be in her favor because just when she is about to die, Kisara arrives. Furthermore, it turns out that Shu had an idea that the female demon would target Ayano, which is why he sent Kisara to save her. Since he has already fought with the demon once, he explains that she possesses the ability to travel through mirrors. Then, the two female demons exchange a brief blow of swords, but knowing that she is no match for Kisara, the female demon quickly runs away through a mirror. Afterwards, Mikami finds Shu, and it turns out that the demon hazard in the headquarters is confidential, which means there must be someone among the superiors leaking it out so that Shu could arrive in time. Then, Mikami talks about a past event. 12 years ago, an unexplained explosion happened and a mine turns to be a fake story created by the government to the public. The truth is that Shu's father received a message from nowhere that this mine was the source of the demon hazard. So the superiors of the police and some bigwigs of the government went to the mine together. As a result, Shu's parents and his sister all died in the accident and only Shu survived. In order to evade the responsibility, they declared that Shu's father had cooperated with the demons, intending to connect the city and the demon world. Mikami knows Shu keeps looking for the truth to prove his father's innocence. He tells Shu that the information seller may be the minion of the demon who caused his father to be framed before. Mikami tells Shu to trust him because he wants to cooperate with him in finding out the truth together. He says that he wishes to restore the innocence of Shu's father, which proves enough for Shu to make him his ally. Meanwhile, Ayano has suffered a few injuries and is temporarily grounded by her overly strict mother. It turns out that the female demon chases after Ayano because she saw her boyfriend, Ross, be captured by Ayano. Now no one knows where the female demon is. They only know she can travel through the mirrors. When Ayano is grounded, she gets to know Shu's story and his difficulties from her mother, Akino. Akino reveals that Shu's father might be innocent because he himself didn't know about the possibility of the blast, and those who died just simply went into the cave to enjoy a field trip. Shu is the only survivor of the incident, and she explains how difficult his life is. Consequently, Ayano realizes why her ex-boyfriend is ready to throw away everything just to find the truth behind the incident that happened 12 years ago. Just then, Shu the man himself comes to visit Ayano and reveals his secret to her. Shu guesses his sister may be still alive, so he is doing whatever he can to find out the truth. After hearing that, Ayano offers to have intimate interactions with Shu for the last time. Then she will never interfere in his investigation. Before Shu can react, Ayano mounts him and Shu's Excalibur automatically unsheathes. Afterwards, the female demon finds Ayano again. Luckily, Ayano hides herself in time. At this moment, Kisara arrives, but she is angry about Shu's making out with Ayano just now. Her frustration is so high that she cannot control her emotions, so she strictly orders Ayano to hide and not get involved in the fight at all. Kisara then heads straight to Shu and says she is going all out this time. Before he can react, she directly kisses him hard, forcibly taking away his memory of the intimate interactions with Ayano. After gaining stronger combat power, Kisara joins forces with Shu, but the battlefield has been filled with a lot of mirrors, making it a home turf for the female demon. Shu himself feels a surge of power in his body, so he joins forces with his girlfriend, and with teamwork, they easily destroy the demon by piercing her heart. This event finally comes to an end temporarily. Later on, Shu is smoking in a park when Mikami arrives to share his information with him. He reveals that the yellow-haired suspect in the case of luring other people to sign the contract with demons was found murdered in his home, which may be for covering up the contract crime. Mikami reminds Shu to be careful because the seller who gave him the information may also be a puppet directed by the demon. On the other hand, Kisara unexpectedly crosses paths with Ayano only to vent her frustration. She angrily tells her that she has intentionally sucked all of Shu's intimate memories with her, but Ayano remains calm and cool because she knew Kisara would do that. As the scene starts, a striking blonde woman dressed as a nun stares determinedly at a big building. She feels triumphant, knowing she's found what she was looking for. Meanwhile, Shu realizes Kisara's been absent from his side for weeks because he's been spending more time with Ayano. Feeling a mix of jealousy and betrayal, Kisara hides in a dark corner, overwhelmed by her emotions. Her heartache worsens when she sees a photo on social media showing Ayano and Shu being close. Overcome with sadness, she throws her phone away, hearing it hit the ground hard. Among personal turmoil, an exorcism squad discovers a surprising revelation while investigating a site once plagued by demonic forces. To their surprise, the demons have long been defeated, leaving behind only reminders of their former threat. However, tranquility is disrupted by the sudden appearance of a mysterious nun, a whirlwind of power and combat prowess. With effortless grace, she defeats the squad, leaving them stunned. Fortunately, reinforcements arrive, engaging the enigmatic nun in a fierce battle for dominance. Amidst the chaos, Shu receives a timely message from an informant, prompting him to arrange a face-to-face meeting. Meeting the informant, Shu remains unfazed by the suggestion of manipulation, his attention fixed on the latest revelation, a video showcasing the nun's extraordinary combat skills. Before Shu can fully absorb the implications of the video, the seller issues a solemn warning, urging him to exercise caution regarding the enigmatic Starry Sky Church, an otherworldly presence that looms ominously over the cityscape, demanding expulsion. With a sense of urgency hanging in the air, the seller vanishes into the ether, leaving Shu to grapple with the weight of his newfound knowledge. Even Mikami, lurking in the shadows, finds himself unable to apprehend the secret informant, his disappearance shrouded in mystery. Meanwhile, within the hallowed halls of the city's exorcism company, an emergency assembly is convened in response to the unsettling appearance of the enigmatic nun. Minds buzz with speculation and concern as they strive to unravel the enigma surrounding this formidable adversary. As night descends upon the city, the mysterious nun emerges once more from the shadows, her presence a palpable force of determination and purpose. With silent resolve, she makes her way to the imposing headquarters of the city's largest exorcism organization, the Starry Sky Church. Unlike conventional exorcism companies, the Starry Sky Church stands apart as a formidable force driven by a fervent hatred for demons, their singular mission to eradicate the demonic race from existence. With a grace that contradicts her deadly purpose, the nun easily evades the watchful guards, her steps steady as she heads towards her target, the esteemed president of the organization, Akino. Unfazed by challenges or resistance, the nun's sole focus remains unchanged as she readies herself to confront the core of the organization blocking her way. With firm resolve, the nun shows Akino, the organization's president, a photo of a menacing demon, demonified as Sharon. Her cry of Sharon fills the room, mixed with a powerful blend of surprise and disbelief. Meanwhile, Shu is ambushed in his own home, taken by surprise by the sudden violence. With danger closing in, Kisara arrives just in time, her timely help becoming a vital turning point. Amidst the chaos, a secret communication between Kisara and Sharon reveals a long-kept secret buried beneath layers of deception and betrayal. It's unveiled that 3 years prior, Shu had formed an unlikely alliance with Sharon, their shared goal to combat the demonic threat embodied by Kisara herself. As Ayano arrives on the scene, Sharon is forced to make a hasty retreat, leaving behind a trail of confusion and unanswered questions. With Shu grievously injured, Kisara takes charge, ensuring his swift transport to the safety of the hospital. In the quiet of the hospital room, as Ayano visits Shu's bedside, Kisara unveils the tangled web of their past grievances with Sharon. It's revealed that Shu's quest for the truth surrounding his parents' untimely demise led him to conspire with Sharon, leveraging Kisara's own demonic powers in pursuit of justice and closure. In a stunning revelation, the true depths of Sharon's treachery come to light. Her intention all along was not just to confront Kisara, but to eliminate her once and for all. To achieve her sinister goal, Sharon had set her sights on Shu, intending to use him as a pawn in her deadly game. Yet, unbeknownst to Sharon, Shu was not as naive as she presumed. In a cunning move, he had seen through her facade, destroying her plans by secretly poisoning her during their intimate encounter. With quick thinking and calculated precision, he orchestrated a daring rescue, saving Kisara from the clutches of certain death. However, the aftermath of Sharon's betrayal left a bitter taste in Kisara's mouth. Consumed by jealousy over Shu's perceived closeness to Sharon, she took drastic measures to erase any trace of their intimacy from Shu's memory, sealing away the painful truth behind a veil of forgetfulness. As Kisara departs, leaving Shu to his sleep, little does she know that Shu is not as oblivious as he appears. With a clever smile playing at the corners of his lips, he opens his eyes, revealing that he had been faking sleep all along, his mind sharp and alert to the secrets swirling around him. On the other side, as Sharon stealthily infiltrates a cargo ship, her eyes glow with anticipation at the sight of a treasure of mecha equipment. With swift accuracy, she swiftly takes down the lone guard blocking her way, showcasing her impressive skill with each move. Among the assortment of equipment, she notices a specific set of mecha gear, its potential importance sparking curiosity within her. Meanwhile, Kisara becomes entangled once more in Sharon's manipulative web as another message arrives, inviting her to a clandestine meeting to settle their ongoing conflict. With a mix of unease and resolve, Kisara readies herself to face her adversary once again. As the police scramble to piece together Sharon's trail of theft, Mikami's keen intuition leads him to a startling revelation. It becomes apparent that Sharon's target was not mere valuables, but a powerful weapon capable of combating the demonic threat that looms over the city. With the discovery of a demon bone among the remnants of Sharon's heist, Mikami deduces that the stolen weapon may hold the key to defeating even the most formidable of demons. It is revealed that only a weapon crafted from the organ of a demon of equal strength possesses the potential to vanquish such a formidable foe. Amidst the shadows of an abandoned alley, Kisara confronts Sharon, who stands resolute in her mecha gear forged from the bones of demons. Fueled by the severe hatred of the Starry Sky Church towards demons, Sharon shows no mercy as she unleashes a relentless assault upon Kisara. With each strike, Kisara's strength reduces and her resolve is tested against the unyielding onslaught of her enemy. The wounds inflicted by Sharon's weapon cut deep, threatening to overwhelm Kisara's defenses. In a moment of desperate confrontation, Shu arrives on the scene, his voice cutting through the chaos as he orders Kisara to absorb his memories, offering her the strength to stand against Sharon's relentless assault. Yet, Kisara's heart is clouded by lingering envy and doubt, her trust in Shu shaken by the memoirs of his intimate relationship with Ayano. With a voice heavy with accusation, she questions whether Shu sees her only as a means to exact revenge, her words a touching reminder of the fractures that threaten to tear them apart. In a touching moment of sincerity, Shu's heartfelt declaration breaks through Kisara's doubts, his words showing how much he cares for her. Touched by his heartfelt love, Kisara feels her heart fill with warmth, their passionate embrace giving her a renewed sense of strength. As Kisara absorbs the memories infused with Shu's unwavering devotion, she finds herself imbued with newfound power. her resolve unyielding as she faces down Sharon with an intensity that leaves her enemy stunned. Caught in the crossfire of conflicting emotions, Sharon finds herself unable to strike back against Kisara's formidable might, and her plans are destroyed by the unexpected turn of events. With the arrival of the police, the chaos is brought under control, the authorities assuming control of the unfolding situation. As Shu awakens from his sleep, oblivious to the events that transpired, Kisara's cunning once again takes center stage. With a skillful manipulation of his memories, she erases all traces of Sharon's presence from his mind, securing her hold on his affections. Meanwhile, as the police delve into Sharon's motives for coming to the city, her cryptic words send shockwaves through the gathered crowd. She reveals a chilling prophecy: a powerful demon is on the brink of descending upon the city, and the Starry Sky Church has assembled to end this imminent threat, setting the stage for a battle that will determine the fate of all who dwell within its shadow. In the wake of the shocking revelations, Mikami and her companions find themselves gathered in Shu's home, grappling with the mystery of the leaked police information. With suspicion hanging heavy in the air, their attention turns towards the mysterious figure of the police director, rumored to harbor a relentless vendetta against demons. Despite their best efforts, the director remains difficult to catch, issuing orders from afar and shrouding themselves in secrecy. And their absence only deepens the suspicions surrounding their involvement in the unfolding chaos. Determined to uncover the truth, Shu takes matters into his own hands, embarking on a solo quest to interrogate Sharon, the key to unlocking the secrets that threaten to envelop the city in darkness. Yet, as Shu confronts Sharon within the confines of her prison cell, he is met with mocking laughter, a bitter reminder of the crucial memories he has unknowingly surrendered. With an ironic smile, Sharon unveils the truth behind the facade, revealing that the seller they seek is merely a pawn in a larger scheme orchestrated to unleash the impending demon threat upon the city. As her confusing words hang in the air, a sense of unease settles over Shu, prompting him to heed her warning and pay closer attention to the locations of past demon hazards. Meanwhile, deep in thought, Mikami riddles through the tangled web of information in his office, and his mind is racing as he pieces together fragments of a puzzle long wrapped in darkness. Suddenly, a chilling realization dawns upon him, sending a shiver down his spine. With a sense of urgency gripping his heart, he rushes to his car, his fingers trembling as he dials Shu's number, desperate to relay the crucial information he has uncovered. But before he can utter a word, the line is abruptly severed by the sound of a gunshot echoing through the receiver. In a panic, Shu races to the scene, his heart pounding with fear as he arrives to find Mikami lying wounded on the ground. Amidst the chaos, a figure hides nearby, with their presence a sinister shadow cast over the unfolding tragedy. With Kisara's formidable powers at their disposal, they swiftly apprehend the assailant, their identity sending shockwaves through the gathered crowd. None other than Mikhail, the son of the city's mayor, his actions betraying a darkness lurking beneath the cover of privilege and power. As the pieces of the puzzle begin to fall into place, the startling truth emerges. Mikhail, the elusive director who remained wrapped in mystery, is revealed to be none other than the mysterious figure behind the scenes, orchestrating the city's defense against the looming threat of demonic invasion. In a bid to prove his innocence and align himself with Shu and Kisara's mission, Mikhail leads them to the heart of the police headquarters, where a vast network of surveillance equipment offers a panoramic view of the city's every corner. Through careful monitoring and surveillance, Mikhail has been able to anticipate and tackle potential demon hazards before they can fully manifest, mobilizing the police force to intervene and neutralize the threat as soon as it arises. In a surprising twist, Mikhail's motives align closely with those of Shu and Mikami, their shared goal to safeguard the city from the ominous specter of demonic destruction. His appearance near Mikami was no coincidence. Rather, it was a calculated move to prevent the truth from being uncovered before its time. As the truth emerges, Shu and Kisara discover a new ally in their battle against the ominous darkness, their alliance strengthened by a common goal and resolute determination. In the aftermath of Mikami's tragic death, Shu's determination to uncover the truth burns brighter than ever. With Mikhail by his side, they delve deep into the depths of the monitoring equipment, wiping every inch of the cityscape for clues that might lead them to the mysterious murderer. As the night wears on, exhaustion threatens to cloud Shu's senses, but a sudden revelation shakes him awake. Amidst the sea of surveillance footage, he stumbles upon a shocking sight, a clue that sets him on a path towards the heart of darkness. Following Mikami's funeral, Shu finds himself in the company of Morgan, Mikami's trusted partner. With a tense look, he poses a question that cuts to the core of their investigation, a question that resonates with the weight of suspicion and uncertainty. In a moment of chilling realization, Shu recalls Sharon's confusing words about arsonists lingering near the scene of a fire, sparking a revelation that ignites a firestorm of determination within him. Drawing upon this crucial insight, he delves deeper into Morgan's past, uncovering a web of deceit and betrayal that proves him as a pawn in the demon's sinister schemes. With the truth laid bare, Shu confronts Morgan with unshakable resolve to activate the demon portal in Kana's body, aiming to summon a large number of demons, including Sayuri, to this world. Now faced with the task of finding Kana, Kisara locates the mine based on Morgan's recollection. There, they discover Kana sealed away. Sharon, driven by the desire to eliminate Kana, clashes with Kisara, who must intervene to protect Shu's sister. As a battle ensues between them, Ayano receives the news from her friend Linhua and rushes to the mine alongside Shu. They learn that the mayor is behind the decision to seal Kana, fearing the consequences of her release. Mikhail, determined to take matters into his own hands, plans to attack the mine with a space weapon. However, before he can act, a massive palm emerges from Kana's body, thwarting the space weapon's destruction. The owner of this palm is revealed to be Sayuri. As Sayuri and Kisara engage in combat, Shu intervenes to protect Kisara. Just as tensions reach their peak, a spear suddenly strikes Kisara, wielded by none other than Kana, who has finally awakened. As Kisara grips the spear, she delves into Kana's childhood memories, only to be met with Kana's furious gaze. In a vengeful act, Kana uses the spear to read Kisara's memories in reverse, exposing Shu's past flirtations with various women. Angered by this invasion of privacy, Kisara confronts Kana, questioning her motives for prying into others' memories. Despite realizing Kana's identity as Shu's sister, Kisara hesitates to retaliate. However, Kana shows no mercy and launches a fierce attack on Kisara, sending her tumbling into the sea. Amidst the chaos, Mikhail seizes the opportunity to strike Kana with the space weapon, causing her to plummet into the depths below. As Kisara is rescued from the water, she slips into a coma, her fate hanging in the balance. Sharon solemnly informs everyone in the ward that the Starry Sky Church has labeled Kana as an S-rank demon, signaling their intention to dispatch numerous members to eliminate her in the future. Meanwhile, Shu remains by Kisara's bedside, fervently praying for her recovery. Sensing Shu's unwavering concern, Kisara gradually awakens from her coma. Aware of the dire circumstances they face, Shu implores Kisara to strip away his memories to bolster their fight. However, during their intimate moment, Shu realizes that instead of losing memories, he is inundated with even more recollections. It dawns on him that his confusion upon encountering his sister, Kana, stems from a loss of memories. Seeing Shu struggle, Kisara decides to relinquish their demon contract and return all memories to him, even transferring her own memories in the process. As they complete the transfer, Shu confronts Kisara with anger, demanding to know what she has done. However, with her memories completely gone, Kisara responds by asking Shu, "Who are you?" Meanwhile, Kana, now awakened and possessing formidable fighting abilities, unveils the truth about the events of that fateful year. Akino expresses disbelief at the transformation of the once innocent Kana into a powerful demon. With the looming threat of Kana's rampage, they mobilize to evacuate residents within a 5-kilometer radius and prepare for battle. Simultaneously, with Shu fully regaining his memories, he learns of all the sacrifices Kisara made for him, as well as the revelation that his sister, Kana, is a hybrid of human and demon, while their mother is a pure demon. He makes a solemn vow to protect Kisara this time, sealing it with a tender kiss on her forehead. Determined not to remain passive, he declares his intention to resolve the situation on his own terms. As the battle with Kana commences, it becomes apparent that Kana's hostility is directed primarily towards Shu's ex-girlfriend, Ayano, whom she viciously targets. Shu intervenes to shield Ayano from harm, arriving just in time to deflect Kana's assault. Informed by Shu that Kisara has relinquished their contract and returned his memories, Ayano realizes the reason behind Kana's animosity towards her. Having glimpsed Shu's memories through Kisara, Kana perceives any woman associated with her brother as a negative influence, attributing their presence to his perceived moral decline. In simpler terms, Kana is feeling envious. She's stuck with the emotions of a 3-year-old and lacks control over her feelings. No one taught her how to handle her jealousy, so she acts out without thinking. After sharing his plan with Ayano, Shu springs into action. He flies up to meet Kana face to face. Seeing her brother, Kana looks remorseful. Shu explains that he initially turned to demons to find his sister, willing to sacrifice everything. But now, he's had a change of heart. He doesn't want to lose the people he cares about, so he decides to seal Kana once again. With Sharon and Ayano by his side, Shu prepares to battle Kana. As the tumultuous battle reaches its climax, emotions run high as Kana, tears streaming down her face, is forced to confront her own brother in a heart-wrenching clash of wills. In the midst of the chaos, Kasara stands witness to the unfolding tragedy, her heart heavy with the weight of the choices that must be made. With determination etched upon her features, Kasara resolves to follow the message she left for herself, trusting in Shu's plan and standing by his side in the face of adversity. Her decision sparks a flicker of hope within Shu's heart, a testament to the bond that binds them together in their darkest hour. With a firm resolve, Shu reveals his intention to capture his sister alive, sparing her from the fate of death at his hands. With Kasara's sword ready to strike, he launches a fierce assault on Kana, his blows fueled by a mix of determination and sorrow. But as the battle rages on, Kana's injuries threaten to overwhelm her, her powers going out of control as a horde of demons are unleashed upon the unsuspecting city below. In a race against time, exorcists from across the city mobilize to defend their home, their collective strength standing as a wall against the encroaching darkness. In the midst of chaos and despair, Shu and Kasara stand united, their determination unwavering as they fight to protect the ones they love and the city they call home. With every strike of their blades, they inch closer to victory with their resolve burning brightly among the shadows of uncertainty. Kasara starts to feel uncertain about her identity without her memories. She questions if she's fighting for what's right, but Shu's kiss reassures her, giving her the strength she needs. Empowered, she transforms into her most powerful demon form and teams up with Shu to defeat Kana. With the help of the exorcists, they rid the city of demons, restoring peace. Kana is sealed beneath the municipal building to keep her from causing trouble. Later, Kasara admits her feelings for Shu. Despite Kasara's memory loss, her love for Shu remains intact, and they quickly rekindle their romance. However, their intimate moment is interrupted when they find Kana in the house. Surprisingly, Kana, now able to communicate with humans, is caught in her 5th escape attempt this month. Ayano arrives, intending to apprehend Kana, but instead gets embroiled in a heated argument over Shu's affections. The dispute escalates into a debate over whose side Shu is on, leaving him torn between his sister, girlfriend, and ex-girlfriend.